What's going on? We back with another episode. We talking about Aces, Sky, fantasy football, and more.
Indeed.
Yeah, pass me the rock so I can shoot this three. But I look over on the wing and I see EB. CB DaBully in the paint, hanging with them trees. And D cutting to the rim, Mr. Three-Man weed. Yeah, they talk a lot of smack, but they don't get no tease. There's not a topic off limits, there ain't no referees. It don't matter the sport, it don't matter the court, it don't matter the field. Things are gonna get real. They gon' hit it off the tee, straight from hole 18. It could be a par 5, still gon' land on green. Got a mean slap shot to make a goalie freeze. Coming like the avalanche from the 303. Time to lace up the cleats so you won't get beat. I just told the quarterback that it's time to go deep. We got E, B, C, B, DaBully, and D. Get your popcorn ready, cause it's the three-man weed. Yeah, ayy, it's the three-man weed. Get your popcorn ready, cause it's the three-man weed. Yeah, ayy, the three-man weed.
What up, y'all? We back with another episode. This is CB the Bully, back with EB of In My Bag Apparel. What's going on, man?
What's happening, homie?
Shit, another day, man. Let's get to it.
All right, man, let's start off with the WNBA. Aces beat the Sky tonight, 77-75. Kelsey Plum, 18 points. Asia Wilson added a buzzer-beating game-winning layup to her 20 points and 18 rebounds. She was only 8 for 28 from the field, though, so real off-shooting night for her. Kennedy Carter added 25 for the Sky. Angel Reese, another 20-board game with 11 points, 22 rebounds. She also only shot 4 for 16 from the field, so she's been struggling kind of out of the Olympic break. This moves the Aces to 18-11, but only 2-2 out of the Olympic break. Been pretty inconsistent. They still have some time to get it together before the playoffs, but this kind of inconsistency won't really get it done looking for a three-peat, especially looking at how the Liberty are playing.
So what do you think? Do you think they have what it takes to still three-peat? It's got to be hard to come back after the Olympics and, get back inspired to win the WNBA championship.
You can say that, but then look at the Liberty. They've had no problem whatsoever coming out of the break. So I don't know exactly what it is. Yeah, they still got what it takes. They're one of the top 3-4 teams in the league, but they're gonna have to get it all together soon. Figure out their bench. They're not getting a lot of production out of them. The Sky, on the other hand, still had 0 points off of their bench as well. But
right, yeah, if their bench could have got going at all, the Aces would have been in some trouble. Just winning by 2. I wish I would have caught that game, man. It seems like it was a good one.
Good game. Aces win it on the road. On to fantasy football. We did the Clash of the Podcast host fantasy draft this evening.
Yeah.
Many shows represented. We got Isaac from the Strivin and Survivin podcast, Dennis and JC from Match My Energy, the Mack Truck herself from the Mack Truck podcast, Prescott Kelly from Choppin It Up with P. Scott, and then the guys from Just Another Football Show. Just give you some highlights of the draft. I'll start. I had the second overall pick, which I used on Patrick Mahomes. We're in a 2-quarterback league, so you got to get your quarterbacks early. Also picked up Puka Nacua and Jahmyr Gibbs, looking to give me some production out of both of them this year. I just wanted a mix of proven vets and potential without a lot of overlap. So when you see my team, you're not going to see a lot of players for the same team at the same time on my starting lineup. I had to spread out the league, so I'm not,
You'll be watching a lot of red zone, sounds like.
Yeah, for the most part, that's how my football watching will play out this year. I'm cool with it.
Nacua, man, I like that pickup from you.
I'm excited about him, man, just building off of his rookie year. My sleeper pick, which I don't even know if you can really call him one, is Devontae Adams. Had another year last year over 1,000 yards, but had his lowest touchdown catches since 2019.
Yeah, you could only call him that a sleeper this year just because his quarterback was trash last year.
Well, and that the quarterback's still a question this year. It looks like Gardner Minshew will start the year off as their starting quarterback. He gave some good games to the Colts last year, so hopefully, if he can bring some consistency to the quarterback position, Devontae Adams had no problem getting off this year, getting back to Pro Bowl form. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most of the time I actually pick up Devontae. You got to him first this year. But yeah, I really do like him as a receiver, man. Him and Hopkins, which is one of my sleepers. Um, he's been dealt shitty cards too, like Waller back in Houston. That's when we started to see a decline from him, but he's stayed one of the best receivers in the league. I think he'll have a pretty good season this year. But my first pick, I went with Jalen Hurts.
Where'd you pick at?
I was number 6, I believe. So I was right in the middle of the pack. I was still able to get the quarterback that I wanted. Top 2, it's probably him and Mahomes that are probably the best right now, is projected at least. I went with, say again?
Josh Allen's up there too for the Bills.
Josh Allen, yeah, those 3. I went with A.J. Brown, one of his favorite receivers. I believe they'll be able to connect a lot this year. My sleeper, like I said, and also DeAndre Swift was our running back for the Eagles last year, and he had a good running game, and I'm hoping he could continue that this year with Chicago. I went with the Eagles. I went with the Ravens for their defense. They've always been known for a good defense. I think that's something that they'll be able to do this year as well. I did go with the Denver Nuggets, Sutton. He's one of their favorite receivers over there. I don't know what it's going to look like this year, but
Bronco?
Yep. What'd I say?
Nugget.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I'm pretty excited about my team. Cooper Kupp, he wasn't too consistent last year, but he had injuries.
So what was your draft strategy? What were you looking to do?
I was just looking to get I just wanted to get stacked up at every position. At least have 3 receivers, 3 running backs, and 2 quarterbacks at the beginning of the draft. I just wanted to compete, really. Big names, big plays. I watched a lot of highlights. What people think are, what analysts think, who analysts think are going to be good this year, and I went off of that. And then after that, you start watching patterns and strategies from everybody else. You can make sure you got to make the right pick at the right time.
Yeah, for sure.
Because some people might pick a kicker, while other people are still picking receivers. And
a kicker and a couple of defenses went early.
I did see that, yeah.
But the kicker that went was Justin Tucker, and it was part of my plan to get him early, so I completely understand them going with that.
Yeah. Who'd you go with kicker?
I got Evan McPherson.
Nice. Why?
Because he's one of the best kickers in the league. He enjoys some West Coast hip hop. If you remember back to the Super Bowl, he was the one out there at halftime jamming when the Bengals were playing. And the first name don't lie. You know what I mean?
That's why I thought you picked it.
You know what I mean? Evan McPherson. He got the game to back it up. So
I got Young Hoku.
Yo, Young Hoku is always a good pick, just because it's fun to say.
I just like him because he's Asian for real.
There's multiple reasons.
I usually go with the Raiders kicker. He's pretty consistent. He's always been one of the greatest, but I let him. There was a lot of kickers projected higher than him, so thought I'd switch it up.
I was looking at Justin Tucker or Evan McPherson. As soon as I saw Tucker off, I was like, all right, one of these next 2 rounds, I'm picking up McPherson. D's not here to break down his team, but let's look at the week 1 matchups. D, Team Epic, will be facing off from against Football Show KC. The guy from Just Another Football Show.
Okay.
D will be bringing quarterback C.J. Stroud, another one that I was looking at, and he picked up Joe Burrow alongside Travis Kelce and Stephon Diggs. Football Show KC will bring the reigning MVP Lamar Jackson and second-year player Anthony Richardson, who's returning from injury for the Colts, along with young talented receiver Garrett Wilson and vet Mike Evans. Right now, for that game, the odds are 50-50. think Football Show KC holds a slight edge at 159.06 to 158.92, but
I was surprised with these picks, man.
it looked all right. He started to get heavy on a couple of teams, and that was the thing with when I was talking about how my strategy was to not have a lot of overlap, and it's something that I think that you'll run into too, especially when you're looking into, say, a couple of scenarios. Say Jalen Hurts struggles, which automatically, if Jalen Hurts is struggling, how's AJ Brown get the ball? They're kind of directly to each other, and then also when you go in looking at your bye weeks, both of those guys will be out the same week. So, like, unless your bench is strong enough and you feel like you're okay to have your quarterback and another receiver, those overlap kind of situations always worry me.
Yeah, those are pivotal weeks, but I'm hoping I could stay strong through them.
They can pay off too. I've had plenty of times where they pay off. It's just
you just got to pay attention to your roster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, D had a decent little draft. He's projected to lose right now, but it's by less than a point, so can't really say much about that. We'll just have to see what happens this week, and if his fantasy team shows up even half as much as he does, he might be all right.
There you go.
My week 1 matchup is against I think it's another one of the guys from the football show, but his team name is the Where's My Chub. I'm bringing Patrick Mahomes and rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels from Washington Commanders for my week 1 starters. With my two-headed monster, like I mentioned, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. I also picked up Bears rookie receiver Roma Dunze. I'm really excited to see what he does this year. But Where's My Chub will be bringing Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers coming back from his Achilles injury 4 plays into last year. He also has Christian McCaffrey as the first overall pick. And then rookie wide receiver and son of a Hall of Famer, Marvin Harrison Jr. So he's got a stacked little squad right now. But as it sits, I have a 53% chance to win, according to the current projections, at 160.76 to 150.4. So I got a 10-point cushion right now from what it looks like. Anything can happen, though. I'm really looking to see how Roma Dunze performs, along with the rest of those receivers. I got to rely a lot on a rookie quarterback as well in that situation with Caleb Williams. And I'm also hoping the Jets defense can find a way to slow down Christian McCaffrey, because that'll be big for me getting a win in week 1 of fantasy. One of the matchups I'm most excited about for week 1, though, is Team Bully versus Team Truck Stick. This is you versus the Mack Truck.
Yeah, man. I feel like she knows football more than me.
She is a professional football player.
She's going to be hard to beat. I am projected to win, but don't sleep on Mack Truck in this thing, bro.
Absolutely. Right now, you have the highest chance to win out of the 3 of us from the show. But, you mentioned Jalen Hurts. You also got Becky with the good hair, Trevor Lawrence. You got big dog Derrick Henry and George Kittle. So you got some guys coming to play. But Max bringing home state hero Brock Purdy. She's an Iowa girl. And then young phenom Jordan Love from the Packers. Then her receiving core is what's crazy. She got Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Amari Cooper.
Yeah,
that's going to be something to be nervous about. But like you said,
her receiver slot is killing mine.
It's nasty. But you have a 54% chance to win as of right now at 157.2 to 144.34. So we'll have to see how this goes. It'll be exciting to kick off the season. Action starts Thursday as the Baltimore Ravens head to Kansas City to take on the 2-time defending champion Kansas City Chiefs. And in my bag, quarterback Patrick Mahomes in a rematch of last year's AFC title game. Looking for their 3rd in a row, man. It'll be crazy. I just want everybody in the fantasy league to know that all trash talk is encouraged and it's friendly. So feel free to slide in everybody's DMs, because I will be talking shit this season.
Yes.
I also want to propose that instead of us doing a little pot or whatever, we get like a trophy or a belt, and the champion for each year, say at the end of the year, you win. You get the belt first. We get Grave CB Bully on there from the 3-Man League. You get that all throughout the next season, and then we ship it off to the next champion. They get it engraved, and we just move it on throughout the year. So that was a proposal I was going to put out. I haven't said anything to anybody about it, but I think that'd be a kind of cool thing to do. Get us a belt made up and just travel that thing around.
Yeah, that'd be fire, man. I just got to find a place to put it.
I'll be wearing it basically every day. So.
Might have it on my shoulder sometimes.
Yep. If I do come to town and let you borrow it, I'll let you put it on your shoulder.
We'll see, man. We'll see what happens.
But good luck to everybody, man. This will be fun. Hopefully, we can all get a chance to get on each other's shows and talk some trash in person and have a good time, man. So I'm excited about it. You get into shoe news?
Yeah, man. Did you see for Maya Moore's jersey retirement? They brought out shoes that she wore on court, plastered in gold. Thought it was dope. There was some Jordans in there. She was shocked when she saw it. They rolled it out onto the court. That was an ill-ass jersey retirement, honestly.
It was dope. It's just sad that it now puts the nail in the coffin that we get no more Maya Moore basketball.
Yeah, man. That's until next time. Until the next phenom. I'm thinking the person with the illest shoe in women's basketball history right now is your girl with Liberty, Sabrina.
Sabrina, for sure.
She got the illest shoe. Kind of hints at the Kobe, but she's got something there, man.
She just dropped 2 new colorways. She did a Mario and Luigi colorway that was crazy, and a Krispy Kreme colorway that was pretty dope.
Is the Mario and Luigi one shoe?
One's Mario, one's Luigi.
That's fire. Speaking of Kobe, the Bryant family just debuted a Kobe Air Force One. That'll be pretty dope. They look pretty dope. There's the Mamba logo all around them, gold and purple laces, standard Air Force One, white, yellow and gold on the bottom sole as well. They're cool.
That's only one of the colors.
Oh, okay.
The other one's like a full gray snakeskin look. It's pretty dope.
Those are probably ill.
Those are the ones Vanessa was wearing, I think, at the Mama Invitational.
Very nice. That's where they were at.
Yeah. Angel Reese also got a Chicago Sky colorway of the Iverson Answer 3s from Reebok.
Yeah, she's lined up. She's definitely holding it down for Reebok. Shout out.
Who else we got? Book One's got a new colorway too. Did a Halloween colorway. Kind of like a Nightmare Before Christmas vibes with the stitching and stuff.
Very nice. I'm real excited to see what his next shoe's looking like. The D-Book 1 or D-Book 2.
Yeah. See
what they do with that. Hopefully it's something that they could, wear off the court again. I think you can wear this shoe off the court. Looks good on the court too. He's got a good shoe there.
Speaking of an off-court shoe, I saw another one today that will be a pretty solid off-court shoe. The LeBron TR1s should be dropping this fall. It's LeBron's first trainer.
And you know what got him into that was probably strictly the Diamond Turfs, the Dion Diamond Turfs. He's like, man, I need me a trainer shoe.
They look pretty clean though. Yeah, I saw a couple pictures of them. I think I might have sent it to you, but yeah. So the TR1's coming out this fall.
I can't wait. Was there a strap? Was it high top?
It's a low. It looks kind of like the 20s, the 21s.
Okay.
They're clean, real smooth look. I like them. Also, quick happy birthday to Shock G, aka Humpty. Front man from Digital Underground, legendary music producer, MC. Once got busy in a Burger King bathroom.
Rest in peace. Put Pac on.
Would have been 61 today.
Wow. He didn't even look it. Also, shout out Kobe Bryant. It was his birthday on the 23rd. Mamba Day on the 24th. 8/24/24. R.I.P.
You have some music news?
Drizzy Drake Rogers just dropped 3 songs. I like all of them. I'm not going to lie to you. My favorite, though, is by Mr. Hotspot himself. I'm pretty sure it was his song before because he was promoting it on his Instagram all the time. But looks like Drake dropped a remix of "Goodness Gracious" by Mr. Hotspot. I'm gonna say Mr. Hotspot, "Goodness Gracious," featuring Drizzy Drake Rogers. Check it out. Oh, Wiz Khalifa just dropped a new album. I haven't given it a look. I probably will. I really haven't, been satisfied with his music probably ever since When I See You Again.
Yeah, it's been a while since I bumped some Wiz.
Yeah. We'll see what he's doing these days. I know he's in the gym.
You know what else is still in the works? And we're getting projects. I thought, you've seen the video for Bad Boys 2. Starline.
Starline is coming. Who was that again?
Chance the Rapper, son.
Chance.
Starline is coming.
I can't wait. I kind of like the title. It almost gives me like Acid Raindrops vibes. But we'll see what it sounds like.
Have you heard that Bad Boys 2?
Have I heard the Bad Boys 2?
It's song.
No.
It's pretty dope.
Is it?
Yup.
I did listen to your boy Jaylen Brown's new shit.
And?
It's not it. It's not it. Stay in.
You
Shut up and dribble. That's what I gotta say. Shut up.
It's crazy. It's crazy too, because like Jaylen Brown, by all accounts, is like he's a good dude. He's super smart.
Super smart.
Super smart. Did you see the whole video?
No, I saw the whole long ass clip on the Shade Room, I think.
So the whole video, and it starts where he's in that same like hotel room or whatever, but he's like sad because he's like this chick left him or something like that. Like it starts off as this sad ass love song, and then ASAP Ferg comes in and it was like, "This will change your energy," and he put that thing on his neck, and then it changes to a whole different song.
Oh no, it sounds like they got a whole project together.
The whole song sounded like an intro. Like the whole song sounded like something was about to happen.
Right.
But like, he did it.
There's no energy, man. There was no energy. There's no motivation. Motivation is big when it comes to music for me. Music is church. That's my beef with like Big Sean, bro. The monotone voice wasn't always hitting for me.
Yeah, Jalen's good at basketball. Bully of the week.
Bully of the week, I gotta give it to your boy Jokic. On his fast break, off the glass, dunk. That's some MVP status right there for the Dragic retirement game. It looked fun. He's athletic. He looks good coming into the season. Bully of the week.
He also bought his whole team from Serbia Rolexes after they got the bronze medal.
That's fire.
And like $375,000 while everybody watches.
Damn.
Yeah, right?
Wonder what he got the Nuggets when they won.
Trophy. My bully is Magic Johnson. When asked about Anthony Edwards' comments earlier this week stating that besides Michael Jordan, there were no skilled players back in the day, Magic Johnson says, who is a Hall of Famer, 5-time champion, his response was, "I never respond to a guy who never won a championship." He went on to say, he didn't win a championship in college. I don't even know if he won a championship in high school. So shout out Magic Johnson. I did some research though. Anthony Edwards did in fact win a college state title, or a high school state title in his sophomore season, and was a runner-up in his senior season. That being said, we're gonna talk bad about Magic, period.
Yes, the Magic accolades are amazing, especially for the short stint that he played. Don't disrespect Magic. Just don't do it. What you got for a shout out?
I just wanted to shout out everybody that was involved this weekend with the community kickback. You know, we had In My Bag artist Mallory Jones. My man Aaron Rickabaugh was in the building selling some art. He got the Casey Jones you see behind me. That's a print of his, which is crazy. My man Tony from 24 Black Sheep was there with some of his clothes. V Mack Truck was live on the scene podcasting. Hollowed Prince did his 3D prints. He had a bunch of there was a Deadpool mask, a Wolverine mask. There was a Spider-Man mask with the Venom symbiote about to cover it. That shit was dope. We had some freeze-dried candies. I tried a freeze-dried bit of honey. They called them Tizzy Wizzies. Those were delicious.
Are they cold?
No.
I think I'd enjoy candy fruit if it was cold.
It wasn't fruit. It was candy. It was just candy. You remember the chewy bit of honeys? They freeze those. And they're super soft and airy. They called them Tizzy Wizzies. They also did it with Charleston Chews. Those were called Bigfoot Toes. I tried freeze-dried corn with tahini, and it was cool. They were really good. They tasted they were softer corn nuts. There's still a little bit of a crunch to them, but they weren't super hard. They were dope too.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was solid, man. There was hand-rolled ice cream out there. Just shout out everybody, man. Everybody that came out to support. Tammy Smartwood and a couple of the fellas from Des Moines Breakers came out and put on a little show out there. Saw some breaking, man. They definitely beat out Australian Olympian. But yeah, just shout out all of them, man. It was dope.
Man, shout out you for your first event.
Thank you, man.
I know that's groundbreaking for us. You know what I'm saying? And can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, man, it was definitely a good time.
Denver one.
And it was a lot to learn. I took a lot from it. I'm excited to get it popping, do it again in the future, man. A Denver one will be dope. I mean, you already know.
Hell yeah. I'll definitely pull up and cut at that one for sure. Also, shout out Netflix. They just announced that they're dropping a docu-series. 6 episodes. I hope this is real. But it's going to be about the Olympic basketball journey over the summer that we just had.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out next year.
I can't wait for that.
I saw that. Sorry about that. But yeah, that would be dope.
D-Book with all the footage he got too, man. That's dope to look back and see the behind the scenes shit.
Before we get out of here, and with football season fast approaching, I'll do a little top 5. Do our top 5 game day foods. Go ahead and start. Give me one of yours.
I'm gonna go straight with the number one thing that I would go with on a football Sunday. That's a big platter of nachos.
Very nice.
I like probably the melty cheese mixed with all the other stuff, and sour cream, some jalapenos if you're feeling crazy, and something nice and cold to wash it down with.
I dig it. Nachos are also on my list, one of my favorites. I'm gonna go with wings.
On my list as well.
For every occasion, but for a football game, and where do you fall on flats or drumming?
Flats are definitely better than drums.
But do you care enough?
But I'll still eat drums.
Right, same. I mean, if I can get a whole order of flats, I'm taking it. But I fuck with wings. So wings, one of my favorite game day foods.
Cannot go wrong. You definitely gotta pace yourself with a 12-piece throughout the whole game. But hopefully you got a side of fries with it as well. Another one, barbecue as a whole. Some pulled pork, some brisket, some ribs, a little bit of cornbread, potato wedges, some baked beans, maybe some greens. Barbecue. Something nice and cold to wash it down with.
I'm going to go with pickle wraps. Something I discovered since I moved here.
A pickle wrap?
Pickle wraps is where they take pickle spears or a whole pickle, cover it in cream cheese, and then wrap it in your choice of deli meat. You can do pastrami, you can do all sorts of things.
Bacon.
You just slice them little things, make them bite-sized. No, they're cold. Little hors d'oeuvres. Pop those in, man. Pickle wraps.
I thought you were going to talk about cutting the pickle open, hollowing out the inside, and then shoving whatever you want in it.
That's ridiculous.
Pickles are ridiculous sometimes.
You're just taking out the best part of the pickle. That's just silly.
Maybe you make a mix with it, like a little relish mix.
Maybe.
Some cream cheese and shit, shove it back in there. It might be delicious.
I'm just going to leave it in the pickle and put the cream cheese on it after.
Pickles are a ridiculous option sometimes. But next on my list, you could have pickles as well. It's just a classic hoagie. It could be a Philly. It could be a cold cut. It could be a spicy Italian. You cannot go wrong with a hoagie on game day.
I have sandwiches on my list, so I feel you.
It's definitely.
I got brats. Brats are good for the summertime, the fall, the cookout, game day. Just with some chips or some pasta salad with the pepperonis in it, and anything like that. Bratwurst, solid game day in my top 5.
Agreed completely. I'm not sure if we're going to agree on this last one, but I put Chinese down.
What the fuck?
I put Chinese down for game day, especially if you got the whole wings. If it's one of them places with the whole wings, the rice and everything, I can get down with some Chinese food on a nice Sunday game day.
The most random shit.
Chinese is good for any occasion, brother.
Yeah, it's good. That's not like a go-to game day food. That's wild as hell.
Not for you.
Anybody.
Come on, dog.
And that's what's up, though. Nobody orders Chinese for game day.
You're wrong again. You are wrong again.
I'd like to see a poll of people that order, like, oh man, it's football Sunday. I can't wait to get the whole food.
Well, there's not enough people that listen to this for us to get a whole poll. But I'm sure.
How would that attitude?
I am sure someone has ordered some Chinese food on game day Sundays.
I'm sure it's happened too, but they weren't like, oh man, it's game day, what we getting? Chinese. Somebody was by themselves and was like, well, I guess I'll get some Chinese food and just watch the football.
That's how I usually watch the games anyway, shit.
There you go. That makes more sense.
Go to.
It's wild. I'm gonna call you every Sunday. I want to see how many times you have Chinese food.
It'll be one of them days.
All right, man, let's get out of here.
Wrap it up, nigga. Who are we?
We are one dude that randomly decides that Chinese food is a game day food. I do love Chinese food though. It's just I don't think
not random.
Chinese.
It was a hard decision.
That was a hard. What if you wouldn't have put Chinese? What would have been in that place?
Street tacos.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I am EB. That is my brother CB DaBully. We're approaching our 50th episode here soon. Hopefully D will join us to celebrate the fact that he's made it to 10 of them. But in the meantime, I am EB. That right there is CB DaBully.
Yep. And we the 3.
We the 3.